8th round knockout over Ramon Cardenas. Hopefully I said that right, man. It was a good fight. I didn't stay up last night to watch it. Shit, I was out of my mind last night. I mean, somebody told me he came on 9 in the morning Sunday. I woke up like, shit, 10, 11. I'm like, I missed it. Then I searched it, and I'm like, nothing came up on it. And then I re-looked. It said 10 p.m. I could have made 10 p.m. last night, but, bro, I was out of there. But I watched the whole fight. I enjoyed it. Obviously, it was the best fight of the weekend. I believe the second best fight I seen this weekend was Efe and Jabwe and Martin Bacoli. We kind of messed that up. It was a draw. A lot of people thought, Efe won the fight. But in this particular fight, you know, you a top fighter. And, one thing about boxing, when you the top of the top, you can be black, Asian, white. It's going to be a nice group of people that's going to want to see you fall. I hear people saying, what if Tank hit him with that left hook? Or what? Like, dude's a fucking 122-pounder. He ain't even a featherweight. What is that? Super bantamweight, I believe it is. So, the guy that he did fight, the troubling thing about it is, Samson Tulowitzki is got a great eye for talent. He was a Samson Tulowitzki fighter. He discovered, Fondora. I remember Fondora was on Ellie Setback channel early on. He discovered him. So Samson probably got the best eye for talent in boxing. He probably should be a Hall of Famer based on his eye for talent. But, this is what happened when you're an offensive-minded fighter. You got dropped by Neary. So happen when you move up in weight, you're an offensive-minded fighter. But this Ramon cat, he only been 10 twice. I think his first 10-rounder, he lost to a guy that got 20 or 30-something losses right now. The guy was 14-9, so I think he lost a majority decision or he lost a flat-out decision to a guy that was a journeyman. All right? Not a lot of guys I knew on that list. I think he came in with two losses, and a lot of guys he was slow brought up through the game. He wasn't fast-tracked at all. A lot of the guys that he was fighting early in his career had nasty records. One cherry just popped him. But, last night he proved with Joel Diaz that he had talent. He held his ground versus Naoya Inoue, and he punched with him. And that's the thing about punching with a puncher. You just wish these guys would line up more than one shot. Had he lined up more than one shot, Inoue probably wouldn't have got up. They be looking to counter with one shot. Follow up with 2 or 3. That's one thing I love about watching Terrence Crawford. Once Crawford punch with you or hit you, he following up with 3 or 4 punches. You know what I'm saying? He following up with 3 or 4 punches. He understand the importance of throwing combination punches. Whether you want them straight, whether you want them looping from orthodox or from the southpaw stance. He understand that a lot of these guys, they look to counter with one big shot. They look for one big shot to counter. But if they threw 2 or 3 or 4 big shots, it'd be a wrap. But, people probably want to know the mistake that he made. Squared up, thinking offensive-minded, not respecting Ramon's, not respecting him at all. He's so used to his power crippling his guys. You got to understand, you go up through weight, power ain't going to cripple guys like that. So you throwing these heavy shots, and I love his 1-2. Come back with the left hook. When he throwing them shots, he don't have no regards for human life. He don't have no regards for nothing coming back to him. Because he used to hitting these guys and they balling them up. Now he fighting bigger guys. He hitting them. They holding their ground, but now they punching with him. Now Luis Nery put a blueprint out there. You punch with him. But if I'm gonna be waiting on that left hook, motherfucker, right hand coming behind it. Real talk. If I'm gonna throw a left hook, either I'm gonna double that hook up or I'm gonna throw a right hand behind it. I'm gonna make sure his ass don't get up. But he didn't respect the range. He just thought he can just be reckless. Used to it. Throw a bunch of punches, motherfucker ball up. I can square up, drop my hands, jump on you again until you stop you. That didn't work. He jumped in, got clipped with a left hook. And it got clipped him a couple times. And then all of a sudden he made the adjustment. He started staying on the outside. He started touching old buddy from range. Get out of there. Stay on the outside. In and out. When he fought dude, he just kept he kept closing the gap. He kept closing the gap. It wasn't like he was closing the gap and smothering them. It's the reason why guys punching in, they smother their hold so he can't get his offense off. He was getting his offense off. He was admiring his work. He didn't respect him. When he got clocked with that, he got dropped. He squared up, hands down, gave him a full target. One other way but to go down. Only mistake that guy made is only throwing one shot at a time. I think another mistake he made, he throwing that big left hook, throw it to the body. You throw that left hook to the body, them elbows start snatching down, then you double up the left hook to the body, bop, bop. Mix the right hand in there, you might have got him out of there. Be looking for that one big hook. You know what I'm saying? Put a right hand behind it. Put the hook to the body, put the hook back upstairs, come with a right hand. Double up the hook. So Canelo should have did versus William Skull. Hook downstairs, hook upstairs, right hand. Think about it, he got boom, boom. Then he got to come back, roll the right hand. Most fighters can't do that, or they got to catch the right hand. You know, but when you used to being the fastest guy, you used to everybody, you know, crumbling at your power. That's what you get. You start to have no fear. You start not to fear anything coming back at you. Now you on a different level. These guys can take the punishment a little bit more. So now you got to start, when you move up in weight, you got to start beating guys with agility, with speed, with IQ. You can't be as reckless. And I don't understand why people don't understand that. You can't be as reckless. Stay on the outside. Break them down, then you close the gap. You know, he keep moving up in weight, think he could break guys, and he could just run through guys like that. He can get knocked out. I'll say that. But if he starts just using this defense, which he got defense, he start respecting, you know, fighting bigger guys, he'd be all right. He'd go up 2 or 3 weight classes and still be good. He got the speed. He got the defense. He know how to move his head. He got IQ. He made the adjustment. But that's a dangerous thing about fighting these random guys, or these guys that people don't respect. That's the dangerous shit about it. That's a real dangerous thing about it. Dangerous thing about fighting guys like that, you know, you don't respect them. You get clocked. So, you know, Ramon had never been 12. He only been 10 like 2 or 3 times, if that. So he never been 12. So at the end of the day, it was inevitable for him to get clipped. He probably didn't get clipped because he knew you out punch hard. He got tired. So to be in the ring with a pound for pound elite, and you had never been 12 rounds, that's crazy. That says a lot. So you never been 12, and you go to the top of the elite list, not even in the division, in boxing. You know, you just got to get better conditioning. You know, going 12 is just tough. On top of that, you're going 12 with a guy that's used to going 12. You're going 12 with a guy that can throw power shots. You're going to throw 12 with a guy that throw a lot of punches. That's why when you throw that one haymaker, you got to throw 2 or 3. When you punch with a guy, you got to throw 2 or 3 shots. Just think about when Floyd fought Canelo. When Canelo wound up those big shots, he wasn't doing what Skull was doing, throwing one big shot and getting out of there. Floyd was in that bitch. Floyd was just touching him. Remember the movie Southpaw? Tap, tap. That's all he was doing. Boop, boop, boop. Getting out of there. Floyd wasn't trying to just knock Canelo out. He was in there to score. He's like, toot, counter Canelo, getting up out of there, smothering him. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Ramon, he should have been throwing that left hook and at least coming back with a big right hand. He knocked him out last night. I'll tell you that right now. Had he followed up with a big right hand, when you in there with a guy like that, man, and you don't have the conditioning, in general, don't look for that one shot. Look to follow it up. Look to dress it up. That's why you start off that left hook to the body. Now you see Rolly start off with that jab downstairs. You know he gonna lean away from that jab. You throw something over the top, come back with the left hand. Or you feint over, come back with the left. You know, a lot of these guys, they try to sit there and they throw one big punch as a counter shot. Of course, I'm going to eat that. I'm going to get off the canvas. That's not going to be enough. So instead of sitting on that left hook, at least left hook to the body, then you left hook to the body, left hook upstairs, come back with a right hand. Combination punching is a lost art. Crawford is one of the last of the Mohegans when it comes to combination play. When Pacquiao left the game, like it or not, Mayweather threw combinations. Versus Canelo, it was a full assault. That's what he beat Canelo with. It wasn't the most authoritative, but it wasn't supposed to be. It was just touch, touch, touch. Let me get out of there. You start talking about combination punches. You know, AJ, when he right, he throws some good combinations. There's few far in between. That Ramon guy, I would love to see him again. Versus Fulton, you know, I know Fulton kind of moved up a little bit, but combinations. When you going to sit there and you want to wait to counter a guy, and that's going to be your game plan, or that's your ace in the hole, man, counter him, throw 3, 4 shots. Don't look for that one big shot. He going to recover. Throw 3 or 4. And if you're going to look for a big shot, my whole thing is look for a body shot. That shit hard to recover from. But you got people kind of getting mad. He's saying, oh, it's overrated. That's what happens when you're an offensive fighter. It ain't like he kept doing the same thing. He got dropped again. He got clipped a couple times again. Never got caught with that same shot. He got out the way. He made the adjustment. That's what happened when you're an offensive fighter. When you think in offense, he don't have no fear because he believe in his chin. He believe he can get off the canvas. So people say, what if Tank hit him? I mean, dude, he's several weight classes below Tank. 26, 30. There's 2 weight classes between them. What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? What are we fucking talking about? Everybody got a pin. Oh, yeah, he got dropped. And he got up and destroyed him. That's a true champion, bro. Muhammad Ali had a problem blocking Joe Frazier's pop-up left hook. He got up like a true champion and destroyed him. These motherfuckers today, what we seen this weekend outside of FA in Bacoli, these motherfuckers ain't want to take no chances. They want to take no risks. He took risks, got caught, came back, still took more risks. That's a fucking pro. That's a fucking dog. Y'all so scared about losing y'all. Oh, y'all so scared about being a meme and being embarrassed. It's a warrior. And most people that's gonna make a meme or share the meme or comment, they like what? Maybe 2% of the population or maybe 3% of the population can actually do what y'all do. That's why motherfuckers on the fight nobody. Oh man, that nigga trash. He got dropped. It come with the territory. When you're an offensive fighter like that, he can be a defensive fighter. We seen it. When you come to thug it out like that, bro, man, come on, man. You already know it's a chance you can get dropped. He got up and whooped ass. Made the story even that much better. So, everybody, that's just boxing. A bunch of motherfuckers who don't know what they talking about. If he wanted to get in there and not get hit, swim without getting wet, that man can easily do it. That's why I have no issue with him saying, oh, you know, there's a dude named Elijah Pierce. You better not come up to 20, beat the fuck out of your ass. All you gotta do is box. All you gotta do is box. All that man gotta do is box you for about 5, 6, 7 rounds. Then he'll take you out of there. I can just have that motherfucker box all night. He gonna win every round versus the majority of fighters in boxing. But he want to be exciting. He want to bring the dynamite. But, you know how these dudes is. They be praying on dudes down. Well, niggas a problem. Still one of my favorite fighters. Still one of the elite pound for pound. That's what it's about. You get hit, you get back up and destroy him. Trinidad was known for getting on that canvas and getting up and whooping ass. Trinidad stayed on that canvas like a hoe, picking up her singles at the end of her shift at the strip club. But Trinidad will rise up like the Dark Knight and knock you upside your head with a left hook, make your ass get up and take out that damn trash. There's some fighters that don't wake up till they get hit with a good shot. It's a fact. But hey, that's all I have to say, man. Check out the Fight Reaction playlist. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Kick, Twitch. Check out the Free Game in the 9 channel, my Detroit channel. All that's in the link tree. Peace.